Hey, what's up everybody? Today we need to talk about Dirtzone. Honestly, if that name sounds super generic to you, you're not alone. It pretty much is. Think back to September 2025, when this little indie off-road racer just kind of appeared on Steam with almost zero fanfare. The game made some big promises: ultimate off-road action, endless mud, unpredictable weather, wild ramps, and AI opponents that practically dare you to smash into them. The marketing basically said, forget the brakes, drive like a maniac. Now here we are in mid-2026, about a year later. Dirtzone just got its version 4.1 update, which the devs claim fixes a ton of the driving weirdness everyone complained about. So I figured, sure, let's give this thing another spin. Has it actually improved, or does it still belong in the Steam bargain bin? The game wants you to juggle two completely different mindsets. On one hand, you're trying to find the perfect racing line through slick terrain. On the other hand, it turns into a minor demolition derby where you're actively encouraged to T-bone your rivals off the side of a cliff. When the physics work, hitting a massive ramp and pulling off an accidental, gravity-defying flip is genuinely fun. Plus, the PC requirements are so light it could practically run on a smart fridge. But that's where the honeymoon phase ends, because if you peel back even a single layer of this mud, things get incredibly weird. See, looking back at the launch reception, the community did not hold back. If you scroll through the Steam reviews, it is a bit of a ghost town, but the players who did leave reviews noticed some baffling details. One reviewer pointed out that the controller layout menu looked blatantly AI generated, like the actual graphics explaining the buttons were an AI hallucination. Another user pointed out that the entire game is a near identical reflection of a standard complete off-road racing template straight from the Unity asset store. Listen, I get it. Indie devs use pre-made assets all the time when making a whole new game from scratch is brutally hard these days. But players can tell when a game feels less like a real project and more like the game dev version of microwave leftovers. Dirtzone at launch controlled less like a tough off-roader and more like a shopping cart that hit a pothole. Which brings us to today. The devs are still active, shockingly enough, and this latest version 4.1 update actually tried to fix the car handling to give it a more realistic weight. It's better, sure, the frame rates on low-end systems are smoother, and they cleaned up the broken menus a little bit. But let's be real, at its core, Dirtzone is still a scrappy little $5 indie experiment. Just a handful of reviews, the most bare-bones gameplay loop possible, and loads of rough edges. If you go into it expecting Forza or Dirt Rally, you're gonna have a bad time. But if you have $5 burning a hole in your pocket and you want to spend an afternoon laughing at chaotic physics, smashing into traffic, and flying off dangerous ramps in a heavy snowstorm, it's a harmless piece of video game history from the deep corners of Steam. But hey, that's just my take. Did any of you actually catch this one when it rolled out last year, or are you just hearing about it now? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, do us a massive favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support immensely helps us. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the channel.